1-0 loss against Met Police today, Glenn, but another performance to be proud of.
Yeah, you're in danger of getting sick of saying that, but you just keep persevering and persevering. And I'd rather the performances be good rather than sort of roll over and take defeat in the manner that you deserve defeat. Again, I think we've just spoken at length with Met Police, and the first half they probably edged it. We were a bit tepid with our display, probably gave them a little bit too much, if I felt, and we were a bit too far off them. Whereas second half, I felt we reacted really, really well, and for prolonged periods where we managed to pen them in, we just couldn't find that final execution in front of the goal, unfortunately.
Yeah, what do you make of the winning goal as well? Because that seemed a bit of a scrappy one, and an awkward timing just before half time as well.
Yeah, there's never a great time to concede a goal, is there? But right on half time and looking at decisions, and I think we've gone long. The ball's gone out for throwing. They've recycled it, got the ball live, and gone down the right hand side, and the ball sort of took a couple of knocks in around the goal, and they do put bodies in the box, Met Police, and they really do force the issue, and they're full of firepower, and bringing another lad in today, and they've got the luxury of Mabber and Mazzoni on the bench, so it tells its own story. But it's disappointing. You go in at half time, it changes 2 or 3 things you would say to them. But our reaction was really good, and that's all you can ask for.
Yeah, up to then you kind of limited their chances, didn't you? Jack Bycroft wasn't really troubled, but at the same time you didn't really have many clear chances yourselves.
No, I think he made one big save, I think, in the first half. But as good as Jack is now, we kind of expect him to make that save. You don't want to take it for granted. But that was, and equally we felt Louise just put a header just over the bar, and then Olaf's had a sort of half chance, and it's getting Olaf in them positions to show a bit more composure and challenging and asking him, and his choice of striking is chosen when and where to go, and then Oaks has gone on the back stick, nice move down the right hand side, and he's fired just wide. So I think we've carved chances for ourselves to get something out of the game, that's for sure.
Yeah, second half as well, Olaf went close, and you did seem to trouble them. Some very nice play, particularly beating their press to exploit the space in behind.
Yeah, and I think we always do that. The players we have, they're always brave on the ball, and as you said, it's our combinations and little intricate in dangerous areas, and having them penetrative runs to get in behind, and we couldn't quite get on the end of some of our deliveries, and oddly enough, that's what the boys have just said in there. We look at it Tuesday night in our final third play. Are we looking at cut back? Are we looking at put it across goal? Are we standing balls up? And then have a look at our runs. So that was something for us to take out of this game. But again, equally, Olaf's done ever so well. He's cut in, and he's fired wide, unfortunately. But that's football.
Mm-hmm. What do you say to the lads in these kinds of situations? Because it's not as if they're playing badly, but they're just getting edged out, by the odd goal in games, aren't they? What have you said to them to sort of turn it around?
It's keeping their belief and the confidence and concentration that the performances are there, and if we keep producing what we're producing all season, we've talked about the tide turning, and we need to win the football matches that we need to win, and they're 2 tough fixtures, Farnborough, Met Police, and they're either probably going to win the league, or Hayes, so they're good sides, really good sides, and they can take a lot of confidence. We pen these teams back and we've created chances. I think we go away to Wimborne next week, which it's a local derby, so it will challenge us in a different way, and I think they picked up a good point today. And of course, of fighting for their survival, but we can't feel sorry for any of these teams, and we've got to have that ruthlessness about us and earn the right to be in this division next year. The players know that's 5 games to play, and we keep talking about them being cup finals. So it's that energy that's going to drive us on to secure these points.
Yeah, you touched on the table situation there. I think Hartley Whitney picked up a point today, didn't they? And Kings Langley as well. Obviously, it's falling into the game on Saturday at Wimbledon. So a quick look ahead to that game. It seems quite an important one, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so. You know, and in certain fixtures, you look at it and you think that's a point gained. But we look at Wimbledon and the way we played against them at our place. You know, when you're playing against local teams, they know an awful lot about you, and we know an awful lot about them. But you know, we talked about the magnitude of the game against Kings Langley, and you can't shy away from it. And the boys actually embraced that. So you know, we can draw on that experience and really look forward to Saturday to push us on.
Yeah, obviously Karen Buckley out today with a hamstring injury. Is he likely to be fit for that game?
It was sort of a last minute decision. We had a look at Callum before the game and we didn't feel like it was worth the risk. I think we could have forced him out there, but you know, we didn't feel we had great confidence, good vibe from Callum. So we've got a young lad, Louis Slough, come in from Torquay, and he's waited patiently for his opportunity and his chance, and I thought he took that, and he was immense today.
Just a final question on Tom and Yemi. Are they likely to be involved on Saturday? Obviously they have family commitments with newborns.
Yeah, Sawsey was back in with us Thursday, and he was here today supporting the boys. So his time's being freed up a little bit more. We just need to get him up to speed. So he'll be in Tuesday and Thursday this week. And Yemi, similar situation. So we're hopeful that Yemi will be back in time for next Saturday, that's for sure.